we're going to do today is, okay, so today we're going to say I can use pictures and the words in the text to demonstrate and understand of the text. Where, when, and why, what happens in the story, okay? So what we're going to do right now, we're going to look at this. We're going to look at this book, okay? We're going to look at the book. We're just going to look at it, and we're going to see if we can understand. We're going to see if we can understand. Yes, we're going to see if we can understand what happens in the book without sound. You understand? So what we're going to do right now, we're going to look at the book, and we're going to see if we can understand what happens in the story without the sound. Then we're going to go back over and listen to the story with sound, okay? We're going to discuss it first after we do that, okay? All right, take the lights.
The selfish crocodile.
Yeah, I already know what this book is about.
Okay. So pay attention to the book. Just pay attention. Let's pay attention.
I'm paying attention. You're not there now. This is. I'm paying attention, but I already know what this book is about. It's about a shellfish.
We'll talk about it in a minute. I appreciate everybody being real quiet right now. Pay attention. Good job. Okay.
Now what sound?
Okay. So take about 10 seconds and think in your mind. What do you think happened? What do we think happened? Raise your hand. What do we think happened? How does the pictures help us understand where's the event taking place? Where do you think it happened?
The swamp.
You think it happened in the swamp? What about you? Where do you think it happened? Where?
Where?
Where do you think it happened? From those pictures you saw?
Alligator's mouth.
The alligator's mouth. Where was it at though? What place was it, do you think?
That part.
At the park? Maybe not at the park. Maybe at a zoo? Maybe?
Yeah.
Huh? But I think your answer was good. At the swamp? What do you think happened?
So crocodile was being selfish at the pond, and then at the end of the book, the mouse still helped him.
Okay.
And,
So you think, go ahead.
and the mouse saw that one of his teeth was cracked, so they fixed it and took it out.
Oh, so you were paying attention.
And
Good
the
job.
mouse was not being selfish. I mean, not the mouse. The crocodile was not being selfish or animal killer.
So what you're saying is that something was wrong with the crocodile's tooth, and the mouse went in there and fixed it. Okay, I didn't even pay attention to that. Yeah, that might have happened. What do you think happened? What did you notice?
The crocodile bit his teeth.
His teeth. Something was wrong with his teeth, huh? That's what you think happened.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the other animals? What happened with the other animals?
It was watching, and then at the really in the book, they all swam together.
Okay, so the crocodile, the other animals were watching, and at the end they all swam together.
Yep.
That's what the picture said. Okay.
No, that's what the pictures look.
Okay, so that's what the pictures looked like. It said, right?
Yeah.
I would have to agree with that. Like, from what I saw, it seemed like the crocodile was real kind of mean in the beginning.
Selfish.
Kind of mean, wanted everything for itself, right?
Yep, but then at the end of the book, the mouse helped him, and he wasn't mean or selfish no more.
Okay, so at the end of the book, the crocodile began to be kind of nice, right? He was kind of friendly. That's all the pictures. It went through mean, kind of sick-like, and then he was happy, right? That's what it seemed like it did, huh? Okay. How many characters was it? When we talk about characters, how many main characters were there? In the pictures, how many main characters were there? Remember, a character is the main person, the main people in the story. How many main characters were there? Let's count. It was one, two, who else?
It was a mouse.
What else? Did it show anybody else? Did we pay attention to anybody else?
Hog.
The hog?
And then it's kind of animal that looks like a moose, but it don't have no horns.
Okay.
And then that's furry as it.
Okay,
And
so
there's
that's
something,
four.
I don't know what it is, but I don't think that the name of it. And then there was,
What do you think?
it was like 4 people.
For people, for animals?
Yeah.
So for this activity, you would have to pay a lot of attention when there was no noise, right? When nobody's telling the story, and it's just you're just looking at pictures, you have to pay a lot of attention to come up with a story in your mind of what you think happened, right? That's why I was telling you guys to pay attention. Don't look around though, because you're gonna miss something. Okay? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna listen to the story. We're gonna listen to the story now. We're gonna watch the story on the screen, and we're gonna listen to the story. Okay? This time we're gonna listen to it. Are we ready?
The Selfish Crocodile by Austin Charles, illustrated by Michael Terry. Deep in the forest, in the river, lived a large crocodile. He was a very selfish crocodile. He didn't want any other creature to drink or bathe in the river. He thought it was his river. Every day he shouted to the creatures of the forest, "Stay away from my river. It's my river. If you come in my river, I'll eat you all." So there were no fish, no tadpoles, no frogs, no crabs, no crayfish in the river. All were afraid of the selfish crocodile. The forest creatures kept away from the river as well. Whenever they were thirsty, they went for miles to drink in other rivers and streams. Every day the crocodile lay on his great big back in the sun, picking his big sharp teeth with a stick. But early one morning, the forest was awakened by a loud groaning sound. Something was in terrible pain. The creatures thought that it was an animal called by the crocodile. But as the sun came out brightly, they saw that it was the crocodile who was in pain. He was laying
dear.
Maybe he's going to die. Check the bird. If that happens, it would be safe to go in the river.
A bird, a deer,
Crocodile, pig.
lion.
Moose.
The animals thought about this. They hung from branches. They hung from vines. They buzzed in the air. And they shook their heads as they watched the great big crocodile in pain. No animal tried to help. Suddenly, a little mouse appeared, sniffing the air. He ran along the crocodile's tail, then onto his tummy. The other creatures stared. Look at that mouse, chattered a monkey. He's either very brave or mad. He's going to be eaten for sure, said an iguana. The mouse crept along the crocodile's big neck and into his open mouth. There was a hush in the forest. The mouse got hold of something and pulled and pulled and pulled. Then he put it on his shoulder and walked out of the crocodile's mouth. There was a loud cheer from the astonished creatures. The crocodile sat up and said, I don't feel any more pain. It's all gone. Then he saw the mouse walking down his tummy, carrying an enormous crocodile tooth on his shoulder. Your bad tooth was giving you the toothache, answered the mouse, turning around to face the now smiling crocodile. Do you want it back? Oh, no, get rid of it. And when you've done that, come back. I'll have a present for you. The mouse went and buried the bad tooth under a tree. And when he returned, the crocodile had a nice, juicy nut waiting for him. As the crocodile watched the mouse eating the nut, he said to him, You were very clever getting rid of my toothache, and kind too. I am so grateful, but what shall I do if my toothache comes back? Don't worry, I'll help you take care of your teeth, answered the mouse, nibbling. Soon the crocodile and the mouse were the best of friends. And one day the crocodile sent all the animals an invitation. Please come to drink and bathe in the river. I won't hurt you. The river belongs to us all, he said. The creatures weren't afraid to drink and bathe in the river anymore. Although the crocodile was sometimes snappy, they grew to love him. And soon the river was full of fish and tadpoles and crabs and crayfish. Press the button below to subscribe,
All right.
like, and share. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time.
Okay, so let's discuss it. Let's discuss. Let's discuss that. What happened? Is it anything like what we thought?
Yeah.
Okay, similarities. You know what similarities mean? You know what similarities mean? What are some of the same things that we talked about that's similar to what happened in the story?
And the mouse crawled out of his mouth.
Okay, we did talk about that, right? That the alligator, that the mouse crawled out the alligator's mouth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
He helped the alligator.
Okay.
The alligator let him swim, and the alligator was nice and mean. And
Okay, we did say that.
and yeah, and there was lion, electric.
Okay.
The lion, yeah, turtle, bird, elephant, giraffe.
What about where did it happen? Where did it happen?
Oh.
We said the swamp. Who said the swamp? You did say. You said you did say the swamp, right? Okay. Where did you say it was? Where did you say it happened? You remember?
Yeah.
You said it happened at the zoo, but it happened at the swamp.
No, you said it happened at the zoo.
Well, he said what? He said at the park. I said it might say it happened at the zoo, right? Right, but it really happened at the lake or the swamp, right?
Yeah.
Okay, which you were probably right. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you what is called a graphic organizer, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to fill it out, right? I'm going to do the first one on here. Because what it asks is, what happened? It says who, what, when, where, why, and how.
Are we going to write?
We're going to write a little bit. I know you don't like to write much, but we're going to write a little bit, okay? So, I'm going to start with who. Who is this about? Who is the story about? Who is the story about? I'll tell you.
It's about the selfish the selfish crocodile.
So the story is about, is it an alligator or is it a crocodile? Which one is it?
The selfish alligator.
The selfish crocodile.
Alligator.
It says crocodile, that's what it says.
No, it's an alligator.
No, it's a selfish crocodile right there. So it's about a selfish,
Alligator. That's an alligator, not crocodile. Alligator.
It says crocodile right there in the book. So it's about a selfish crocodile. Okay? So I'm gonna get you guys started on it. Okay.
Where's that? Where's that next to the O?
Next to which L? This L?
No, O.
Oh, this L? D-I-L-E.
No, there, next to the O.
Oh, C-O-D-I-L-E.
C-O. C-O.
D-I-L-E. C-R-O-C-O-D-I-L-E. Okay, so now you guys, tell me what happened.
That's a one.
Well, tell me what happened at the end.
Swim.
Swim what?
Animal swim.
Tell me what happened at the end.
The animal swim.
The animals swim.
The animal swim.
Oh, you were saying that all of the animals was able to get back into the pond? They was
All,
able to swim? Okay.
all animals,
Were allowed to get back into the pond.
Oh my god, I can
all animals got along. Got
Right, small.
along.
Why not swim? Just put swim. All animals swim.
How about all animals got along? Because they all got along, right?
How about the mouse help the crocodile?
Okay. We can do that.
He said what?
Mouse
Helped crocodile.
help
Okay, you're going to use mouse help crocodile.
crocodile. All right, that's good.
Yeah, that's
Right
right.
now. Mouse
Alright.
help crocodile.
Which one?
Whichever one you choose. You make a choice. You choose the one you want to use.
What, when, where, how, what? Either block.
This one?
And you guys come up with the last one yourself. How, where, when, and why. Okay? But the main part of this, the main part of the lesson, I wanted you
It's
to,
the middle part.
the main part of the lesson that I wanted you to understand was how you can use your imagination to come up with the story from just the pictures. How you come up with the story from just the pictures, and then what the actual story is. Okay? That's why people use illustrations or use pictures when they tell a story. Okay? So you can use your imagination on the story. All right?